Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County, the 5th day of summer, and we have a field to harvest, field number 40, but I'm starting over here by the sheep farm just to kind of show you the green cabbage and the red cabbage. Well, technically this is just called cabbage, and this is our red cabbage over here. Yeah, it's growing. It's looking okay. I think the texture could use a little bit of work on it, but overall it's not too bad. Definitely better than what I could do, so I shouldn't be complaining too much. Yeah, we'll have to get a root crop harvester at some point. We do have $273,000 in the bank account. I had a lot more than that because, yeah, we bought the New Holland CR 1090. I purchased that. I ended up selling all of the spelt that we had. I never got a great demand for it, but I did sell it for $800 flat for $1,000. So we sold all the grain, bought harvesters, and that's what I ended up with. Oh yeah, also sold a trailer of strawberries as well. I still have all the diesel fuel to sell. Have not gotten a great demand for that at all, of course. Why would I? So I may have to sell that, but we could just be selling our crops straight up. You can kind of see over there if that field's ready for... Is that the field? No, that's field 39. That field 39 looks like it is ready to harvest, but technically it's not. When it comes to seasons, you really need to go to the PDA map and see what is ready for harvest. Yeah, so you see here, of all the fields we got, field 40 is ready for harvest. None of the other fields are. But if you were in our cotton fields, the cotton looks ready. The wheat looks ready. Soybeans look ready. And let's just jump over here. I'll show you the hops while they're growing. Yeah, they're growing. And there they are. They're up there. Yep. We'll be harvesting those hopefully in a couple days. The weather for the next 3 days, I believe, is pretty darn good. The fourth day out from now, which would be, what, the second day of fall, looks like rain, and then there's a good day, then there's, another day of rain. So here's our soybean. That looks like it is ready for harvest, but now we know it is not. Yeah, if you go in the field, it says growth, and it says growing. And if you go over here, I do believe this is canola, and it says ready for harvest. So let's just get over in here, because I need to start off the New Holland CR 1090, which has a 60,000 liter capacity. I'm going to set that guy off on course play, and we're going to harvest the field together. I've never done this, I don't think. So hopefully I know how to set this up a little bit. I may have done it once before, maybe in 17. That's why I kind of know how to do it. But I didn't go nothing fancy on the paint scheme of the CR 1090. This is a modded one. I could put any kind of paint scheme. I kept the same paint and everything basically, except for the rims. The rims I tried to match up with the color of the New Holland as well. And of course the 45-foot header to match. But let's bring this right on over here. And I think we're going to start off over in this corner. Let's go ahead and unfold our brand new harvester. So this will be a course play worker. Yeah, so he's going to do the headlands and then do rows. And what I'm going to have him do, once he starts doing rows, he's going to skip rows. And that's where we'll be working. But I think I did look at it a little bit. And I can't make him skip rows. So he's going to have to do both headlands on his own. Which I'm sure he'll be fine. Unless let the car go. S-car go. And there it goes. Am I stuck in the ditch? No, I'm not. Alright, so let's come here. Hitch on up. Let's fold that in. Let's go ahead and generate course. So field 40, around twice should be enough. Alright, so I skip rows, skip one row. Yep, that's what I want you to do. Clockwise is all good. Generate course. And it's a big field, so give it a second. There we go. So 2 headlands. Should be good. Let's back on out of this. I will start up the header just because. And go ahead and drive course. And you're not going to... There we go. Now it's starting to go. So, yep. Good old canola. While we're here, what is the price of canola today? Well, I may just sell this straight up just to get myself money for when I need a cotton harvester and a root crop harvester still to buy. So I need about another $1 million. Not nearly $1 million, but we already got, what did I say, 270. Yeah, so I don't need that much. But maybe we'll sell this out straight out today. I don't know. While he's going, let me go ahead and we'll just grab the combine. Will be in. So anytime Courseplay kind of gets full, I'll have to unload them. Of course, when we get full, I'll have to unload ourselves. Let me get over to here and we'll get our combine going. So he's not going to skip the headlands. He's only going to skip rows. So I'm going to have to wait for the CR1090 to kind of go around and do what he needs to do. I'll just bring us over here. We're going to kind of get ourselves set up. I still need to grab our... I may just put the truck in the field and just do it that way. Usually last season we did the auger wagon, but I think it's going to be just quicker. I mean, yeah, it will be quicker. I shouldn't guess on it. It will be quicker if I just use the truck and do it that way. So I don't want too many vehicles to try to keep track of today, so let's go ahead and do it that way. Let's go grab the truck, wherever that may be. And I don't know how fast that CR1090 is going to fill up. I don't know what the yield is going to be on this field. I probably should just take a quick look here. How are the weeds doing? It's got like chicken pox worth of weeds. They're kind of scattered, but really I don't think that would be worth it to try to go around and spray this field. I would say is it like 5 to 7% covered in weeds? So it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. So let's grab our truck. I think the trailer still should be attached because I sold the spelt, was it day 4? I think it was day 4, and I finally said, I gotta sell something. I want to buy a harvester sometime. So here we are. Yep, as we can see, no more spelt. I got a little bit of rye left, a bunch of corn. I actually got 76,000 liters of canola in there. And of course, we're running a little bit low on the wheat. But we do have a wheat field, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. And if I were to continue into the season, I would not need extreme amount of wheat because we have tons of seed left. I did not go through as much seed as I thought we were going to when we first started seeding this, in the spring. So let me bring the truck over here. Let's go chase down our CR1090. I don't want to even go through that kind of a little bit of crop. But 2 headlands should be enough. I probably should have done 3, but I kind of want to get both the combines going in the field. See, 60,000 liters. He might be able to get around the entire field for 60,000 liters. I don't know. It might be kind of close. But he has sure gotten along already, hasn't he? He's moving right along. Yep, so our only job for today, harvest each field as they pop up, and hopefully we can get them all harvested before winter comes. Hey, dude, you missed a spot. What's up with that? Yeah, so that's all our goal is. Like I said, I don't really intend to sell the crop as we get it, but I do need a cotton harvester, and you missed a whole section here. There's not really a way for me to get around. I may destroy some of this, but what are you going to do? I think I just lost like $60 worth of crop. What the heck, dude? Oh well. Yoink. Right through it. Must be the header is bobbing up and down or something. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Yeah, 2 headlands should be good enough for us to turn around. Well, I don't see any grain near the top at all, so I think he's doing good. He should be harvesting at roughly 16 miles an hour. Oh yeah, he's not even close to being anywhere near full. I'll tell you what we'll do though, since we got an open space here. Let's see how much he did get in that little bit of a stretch. One good thing I do like about this harvester, also unloads pretty at a decent rate as well. Yep, so he was about half full. Not too bad. So what I'm going to do is head on down to the end of the field. I'll empty him out when he gets down the other end. And yeah, once he gets around the second time, we'll be firing up the class Lexion. And we'll be harvesting kind of side by side for the most part. Well, I have unloaded the combine once. He's making his second headland around, and there he is on the other side of the field, making his way around. I took the first load on over to our silo and dumped it on in. I checked the price of canola for today, and actually the best selling time, even though the price is looking good now, it's actually a lot better in late fall. So we're just going to put it in storage for now. Who knows? A great demand may come along. And it's not like I need the money right now because we got plenty of fields to harvest with the combines that we have. I might be able to scrounge up the money that we need selling other products or what have you. So we'll just keep the canola for now in the silo, and when I do need it, that's when we'll take the money out. I might even take out a loan rather than selling the crop. Yeah, you know me. I like having loans. What can I say? So, yeah, the combine should be able to get around here no problem whatsoever. I want to unload them here. They'll give me a moment to go to the silo, dump the rest in. Then I'll wait for that combine, our worker, to start doing his rows. And once he starts, I just go along beside him in a way. Him or her. I don't know who's actually in the combine. And we'll see how that all works out. But I don't think it's going to take us too long to knock this field out today. Even though he's made 2 headlands around, you can kind of see we're digging into it pretty good already. I didn't see how long it was going to take him when he set up course play. It can tell you how long the course is going to take for them to run. Minus the turnarounds and, of course, probably some stoppage time when I got to grab the truck and unload it. But, yeah, I'll see you hopefully when the combine is here. I don't know where he's going to start doing rows. We do know he's going to do it diagonally. For some reason in this field, they like going diagonally. You think they would prefer going east to west, but for some reason, no, they like going like at a 5 to 11 o'clock kind of an angle. Or is it 2 to 8 o'clock angle? I don't know. We'll find out when course play gets back around to like in the southeast corner and see what they do. But meanwhile, I'm just waiting for him to make his rounds. I'll unload him, head to the silo, unload it. I'll jump in the Class Lexion, fire it up, and yeah, we'll dance side by side with the New Holland CR 1090. All right, so here we all are having a powwow, a bit of a meeting, I guess. Let's see what the course plate is trying to do here. We'll fire up our combine, and looks like we're going to take a journey down to the other end of the field. Sounds like a plan, I guess. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. We're just going to play follow the leader and kind of combine next to him. But first, I guess we're taking a long trip all the way down to the other end. All right, so we made it to the other end. He just cut up a little bit of the field. And now he should be skipping a row. And this will pretty much tell me where I need to go, hopefully. And these headers should be the same width. Great demand at the country store. Could that be for canola? Probably not. I'd rather see a great demand at a diesel fuel area. What do they call it? Fuel cell? I think it's called the fuel cell area here. Great demand at the country store. Like I said, it doesn't matter right now. We're going to be storing it. I do think these headers are the same width, but they're not the same mod. I think his header can probably go 1 mile an hour faster than I can. So, yeah, the New Holland's going to be going a little bit faster than what we can go, and plus he can hold a lot more than we can. So that's all fine. I can't cut this canola up here. I'm not really sure what he's doing at the moment, but once he figures it out, I'll be able to figure out what I'm doing. Since we're waiting here, country store, it said? Country store. Well, nothing. Why did it do that? Country store. It's for strawberries. So actually that price for $13.23, I sold it for $13.33. So not that much better of a price. Are you really going? This may take a while. We're wasting a lot of time here by cruising up and down the field. I'm not sure I know where he's going. Oh, wait. Before I keep on saying he, she, let's run up here and see if we can take a quick look. Alright, so what are you doing, ma'am? At least now I can kind of figure out where I need to go. Yeah, seeing that we're taking weird angles here at the crop, it's going to take me a moment to figure out where I need to start. There we go. Now I know where I need to start. Now, next time we harvest a field, if we got two fields that are ready for harvest, I'll put the CR1090 in one field and we'll be in the other. But what I would like to do when it comes time to harvest the hops, I want us to harvest one field and a worker harvest the crops in the other field. If that sounds like a plan, that's what we're going to do. I think I planted the hops on the same day, so we should be all set. The one thing I do like about the Lexion, I don't know why, is when it chops the straw out of the back, the way it swivels back and forth rather than just spraying it, kind of like the New Holland does. But if you stare at it long enough, it might put you to sleep. I'm not sure. So yep, two harvesters in the field, both with 45-foot wide headers. I think it's 13.3 meters are the headers. We did start, I probably said it once and showed it to you once, but we did start with 76,000 liters of canola in the silo. And I think I've already brought in about 100,000 liters to the silo. And the best price, like I said, is like late September. That's what it was last year. And it was pretty close up to 1,300 and something. Right now, the best price for this time of year is like 1,000. So definitely holding on to it until, 6 more days from now, we'll get a much better price. I am thinking the next fields that'll be ready will be the soybean and wheat fields. I think we planted them, though, on separate days, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But this is kind of interesting, harvesting side by side. I'm hoping hopefully you see the thumbnail. Yeah, some kind of a thumbnail. It's kind of a thumbnail. I don't know what I'm saying. But I hope the thumbnail came up pretty good. I'm going to try to take a picture at some point with these two harvesters going side by side. The only thing I have to be careful of, I didn't think of this before, is if I get close to the other combine, he's trying to unload into my harvester. I'm like, dude, you got the bigger capacity. Don't be trying to unloading your burden onto me. I got next to him. He put the pipe out. I'm like, why is he putting the pipe, or excuse me, why is she putting the pipe out? I'm like, oh, because you see this as like a trailer kind of a thing. And I am just about full, and the truck is way at the other end. So while I'm waiting for this, for her to turn around, I think this is where I'll go grab the truck, bring it on down here, unload me, and maybe unload her. It might be kind of hard to unload her because she's always going to be in the crop in a way. I'll figure it out at some point. We got a decent amount of field to go. So, yeah, and time's getting on. It's already 1:30 in the afternoon, but it's all we got to do today. There's no rain in the forecast. I mean, we got another 6-7 in-game hours to go ahead and do this. So what I was able to do while the CR1090 while she was turning around, I unloaded her before she got to my row. And then, of course, I went down to unload the class Lexion here. But I guess it's not going to be too bad if I give her like a little bit of head start. I can kind of see, I don't have to wait for her. I can just keep on going. So I might be able to gain up some ground on corners and such. But seeing that she has a 60,000 liter capacity and I just have a 18,000, I shouldn't say I just have. 18,000 liters is the biggest base game. But yeah, she can hold more than 3 times than I can. And plus, her header allows her to do 1 mile an hour faster, which you may say, well, it's not a long time, but if you're here for an hour, she can go a mile further around the field than I can, and that's quite a bit. Yep, she already turned around, so it's going to be a matter of me just harvesting until I get filled up and then try to unload her when I can. Yeah, she's motoring right along here, so I... Yeah, my only way to kind of keep up with her is when I get to a corner, and that's pretty much about it. That's where I'll gain a little bit of time. But, like I said, with her getting a head start, I don't have to wait for her to figure out where she's going to harvest. I can kind of keep up. In a way. The other disadvantage I just remembered I have is the CR1090 unloads a lot quicker, even at 60,000 liters. Being a base game harvester like this is, takes a little longer to unload 18,000 liters. So I would actually probably say it's almost the same amount of time the Lexion takes to unload as what the CR1090 takes to unload. So yeah, I lose a little bit of time there. Like I said, I gain a little bit of time when it comes to turning around and whatnot. But yeah, it's not going to take us, like I said, long to rip through this field. We're doing pretty good already. It's just a matter of me. I got to be the carter for both of us. But then again, I am the boss, so I guess it's my duty to do so. Let's hopefully I can kind of keep up. We'll see how it gets along here. right at the 1.5 hour real-time harvesting this field, and yeah, we are just about done. A few more passes, we shall be done anyways. I think the CR1090 is almost done. But I've said this a while. I think it was last year's harvest I said this on Hazzard County. I got a new base game favorite harvester, and that is the class Lexion. And it's not, it used to be the CR1090. I still do like that harvester. Some people are going to say, well, you like it because it holds the most, which, you know, maybe so. But I never came around to the ideal harvester. That I don't know what it is about that harvester. I don't mind it, but I don't. When it came along, and like, no, still like the CR1090 base game harvester over the ideal. I think I've only used the ideal harvester on Ravenport. And I'm not even sure I even ever actually bought the Ideal. I used it in a contract. I may have used the Ideal. I don't remember. Ravenport seems like ages ago. But I don't even remember how much. I know it holds more than the CR1090 capacity-wise base game, but I'm not really. I don't remember how much the Ideal actually holds. I mean, the Class Lexion for the class for one, it's green, so that's a bonus. I think it all has to do with the waggy tail out the back when it chops straw. Looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to show that in the time-lapse or not, but I have made one trip back to the silo to empty out the truck. It wasn't a complete full load. I would say out of the 240,000 liters I can haul, I think I was probably at like 220. And we're getting kind of close to being a full trailer one more time. I'm wondering if the CR1090 is going to complete his route, or is he going to fill up first? She's going to be awfully close to having full capacity. But from what I see her doing down there, I think... Nope, she's turning around. So she's not quite done. But this setup worked great. Having her skip one row, and yep, she's full. You know what? I may take care of the rest of this myself. Well, I'm going to be full before I can anyways. Actually, I'm not really sure I know what your... Are you looping back? Or, oh, you were coming back the other direction. Okay, I was not expecting that when I said skip a row, but I guess that makes sense. You're just going to skip a row, then turn around and come back. This makes it easier for you to turn around in. That's fine. Alright, here's something I've never done before. Let's see if I can get this right here. Somewhere right about there. You don't need to have your header on anymore. You can turn your header off. I'll leave the engine running though. Nope, she'll put her pipe. The one thing she might do though is course plate. Hang on a second. Let me stop driver. And if I do stop driver, I need to do this as well. I think we're too far apart. You know, I don't need course play anymore, so you can just bugger off with that little course. Did I just say bugger off? Yes, I did. Don't know where that came from, but there it is. So let's go ahead and put these two pipes together. Kind of like this. Yep. The truck was clean when we started the day, was it not? I think it was. So an hour and a half to harvest field 40. That is pretty darn good. But then again, we had two harvesters going. And really, I kept up rather well with the other harvester. But there were a couple times where... Oh, that's nice. Yeah, there was a couple times where the CR1090 was full, and I said, I'll just get you when I unload the Lexion when I get to have a full load. Yeah, so one more pass. Even the New Hollands. Look how dirty the New Holland got compared to the Class Lexion. And the New Holland's modded, so you would think it would get less dirty. I don't know how he did that. Oh, so the Lexion just barely unloaded before the New Holland. So that's what I was saying. We got more than 3 times what the Lexion can hold, but it unloaded at the same speed in a way. If that makes any sense. So how fast is this? I was wondering, is it 13 miles an hour for this? Yeah, so it's 1 mile an hour faster than the Class Lexion, the head, anyways. So I'm trying to think how many liters we're going to end up with. So we had 76,000 liters of canola in the silo when we started. I think I brought 50, so like 270. I have really know how much is in there now. We're going to be pretty close to about 500,000 liters of canola. So that's not going to be too bad, especially if the price can hit $1,300 per. That's not a bad day. We're talking like what, $650,000 worth of canola I got sitting in the silo. Like I said, I don't want to buy the harvesters until I have to. We'll wait for a great demand to come along or something. But field 40 is complete. This is field 40, right? I think so. I think 40 and that's 39, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so if I were to do this day with the auger wagon and then trying to unload in the truck, it would have been chaos for me. Are you running? Nope, stay in. You are running. I turned the header off, though. I'm proud of myself for doing that. Ooh, we are just about a complete full load here. Yep, so the shadows are getting longer and the field is getting shorter, and we got her done. So, what time is it? About 6:30 in the afternoon. So what time did we start? 1:30-ish? Was that right? 1:30? Or was it 11:30? I don't remember. You might. Because for you, that was like probably, what, 20 minutes ago in the video? I have no idea. Let's go in here, and this is one thing I do like about this silo. This silo is actually a big enough AoE, area of effect, that I can unload both trailers at the same time. So let's unload that one. Nope, I hit the wrong button. That's fine. Unload that one. Nope. How about if you... Wow, I'm hitting a whole bunch of wrong buttons. Alright, let's unload that one. There you go. And now unload that one. Instead of unhitching. That always works. Turn the truck off right there. It can sit there. It's all good. The animals, I don't have to feed them until tomorrow. The weird thing about this is you can always see the grain tip out of the back one, but you can never really see it tip out of the front one. You are unloading out of the front, are you not? I asked you to nicely. I don't think you are. Oh yeah, it's unloading. Okay, it just looks awfully weird. Yep. Just keep hitting all the wrong buttons there. It's unloading. Yeah, so 76,000 liters that we had. So, yep, we're at 500,000 liters right there. And we'll just wait for this to stop going up. But I mean, 500,000 liters off the field plus another 30. There's 530,000. 540. Well, 550,000 liters. That's going to be a good payday. Yeah. And that's just one field, and we got, what? We got a soybean field to harvest. We got 2 hop fields to harvest. A wheat field, but wheat field doesn't count because we store that. And then, of course, we got cotton field. Then, of course, we got cabbage and red cabbage to go. Did any of our fields turn today? They shouldn't have, but let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, the good news is this does not need to be limed or plowed next time we come back, or if we come back, I should say. Yeah, by the way, I did get these fields fully fertilized over here at the cabbage field, so they're okay and ready to go. Yeah, it's either going to be field 39 or 37 the next day. Field 37, I think when it comes time to harvest that, we'll just do one harvester. This might be a little too crowded for 2 harvesters, honestly. But we might try it. It was rather fun having 2 harvesters in field 40 and ripping through that field. Yeah, just look at it. You may say, well, the field doesn't look that big. Well, look at field 40 today. It took us an hour and a half with 2 modded harvesters harvesting at 12 miles an hour. Field 39 is just as big. It's just that this little peninsula right here can kind of cause a problem, but I think we'll be all set. But anyhow, that's what we got done today. Field number 40. 1 harvest over and done with. Yeah, if we go into the forecast, well, here, yeah, this is what I was looking at for canola. So canola, we're almost at the low end of the price. And as you can see, like the late fall, early winter, that's when you want to sell it. I was coming in here to kind of see the forecast. So today is good. Wednesday, cloudy, no chance of rain. Thursday, no rain. Friday, rain. Saturday, no rain. Sunday, rain. And this is where it starts to get tricky. Sometimes late in the fall, but this, this the 6th day, so Thursday is the first day. Second, third. Yeah, the 4th day of fall. The 5th day of fall, even though there's no rain in the forecast, it may take a while for those crops to dry, so we got to kind of keep that in mind. So when the fields are ready for harvest, we got to take care of them. Get them over and done with. Those cotton fields may take a while, but there we go. Our new harvester has paid off well enough. It kind of paid for itself today, filthy as it is. But that's where we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.